Hi everybody, in this morning video from City Insider, I will bring the latest Manchester City update. We'll start with Erling Haaland injury news ahead Nottingham Forest clash. Erling Haaland remains an injury doubt for Manchester City's clash against Nottingham Forest today. City are preparing for their trip to the City ground as they continue their quest to win the Premier League title. Pep Guardiola's side go into the fixture against Forest on the back of a 4-0 win over Brighton in midweek. Haaland missed the game against the Seagulls due to a muscle injury. It was the second City fixture that the Norway international has missed due to injury, following on from last weekend's win over Chelsea in the FA Cup semi-final. This season has seen Haaland struggle with injury concerns, particularly since December. The striker missed 10 matches over Christmas and New Year, but has still managed to score 31 goals in 39 appearances in all competitions, after missing the victory over Brighton on Thursday night. Haaland's fitness was the subject of questions directed at Guardiola at the Amex Stadium. At the time, the City boss admitted that he did not know if Haaland would be available to feature against Forest this weekend. "I prefer to have Erling at my disposal than to have the squad without him," Guardiola told reporters after the win over Brighton. "I spoke with him, and he says he feels better. I don't know." Haaland has not featured for City since he was substituted in the closing stages of the Champions League quarter-final defeat to Real Madrid last week. Guardiola will be hoping that his star striker returns in time to feature for City's Premier League run-in. City go into Sunday's fixture in second place in the league standings, 1 point ahead of third-placed Liverpool, with 2 games in hand. City are also 1 point behind leaders Arsenal with 1 game in hand, with the Gunners facing Tottenham Hotspur in the North London derby a couple of hours before City's clash against Forest. Jurgen Klopp makes Arsenal and Man City title prediction. Jurgen Klopp believes Liverpool's draw with West Ham on Saturday gives Arsenal and Manchester City an unassailable Premier League title race advantage. The Reds sit 2 points behind table-toppers Arsenal, having played a game more, after winning just one of their last 4 league outings. The Gunners could open up a 5-point gap over Liverpool, with a win over Tottenham in Sunday's Crunch North London derby. Meanwhile, Man City have played 2 games fewer than Liverpool and remain a point ahead of them, while Arsenal stay above the Blues by a point, having played a match more. With 3 fixtures of his Liverpool career remaining, Klopp says his team's title chase is all but over. Speaking after the 2-2 draw with West Ham at the London Stadium, he said, "So, I said before, we need to win our games. We didn't win the game. That doesn't improve our situation now massively, do they? Manchester City and Arsenal look like they will lose 2 or 3 games. No, I don't think so, but honestly, I'm not angry or whatever. I don't think about it. It's just we have to win football games, and let's see what that means in the end." What do we have now? 75 points? 84 are possible, and I think it is a good target to try to do that. That is what will be my attitude, my mindset, and we will see what that means. It's a while ago somebody became champion with 84 points, I think. Long ago. I am sorry, but I don't have better news for you. Arsenal face a tricky test against Spurs on Sunday, despite their recent 4-0 defeat to Newcastle. The Whites have not lost at home in the league since February and have been defeated at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium just once in their last 9 matches. Elsewhere, Man City take on Nottingham Forest away from home in the first of their final 5 matches. City wait until 2025 to sign Florian Wirtz. It now appears that Manchester City will have to wait until the summer of 2025 to make a move for German wonderkid Florian Wirtz. A new report indicates that Bayern Leverkusen has no intention of selling their prized asset this summer. Florian Wirtz has been one of the stars of Bayer Leverkusen's all-conquering campaign this season. The strong form of the German wonderkid has put him on the radar of Manchester City and a host of other big clubs across Europe. Jamie Spencer and Graham Bailey had previously reported for 90 Minutes that Manchester City has long held interest in signing Wirtz. Furthermore, they add that Liverpool and Bayern Munich would also attempt to rival City for the young playmaker's signature. In 43 appearances in all competitions, German wonderkid has scored 17 goals and added 19 assists. His all-around play and playmaking ability have caught the eye this season. There are shades of Kevin De Bruyne in the playing style of Wirtz. He could potentially be the ideal player to come in and replace the Manchester City legend when De Bruyne does call time on his City career. There is also the tantalizing thought of Wirtz partnering with Phil Foden in the heart of City's midfield if he were to arrive at the Etihad in the future. That pairing would give Manchester City arguably 2 of the premier young playmakers in world football if a City move for Wirtz were to ever materialise. But it now appears that any potential Manchester City move for Florian Wirtz will have to wait. Transfer expert Fabrizio Romano has reported via his official X account that Bayer Leverkusen consider the German international untouchable this summer. Furthermore, Romano also reports that top clubs from Germany, England, and Spain look set to battle it out for the signature of Florian Wirtz in the summer of 2025. The thought of Florian Wirtz plying his trade at the World Champions is a mouth-watering prospect. His technical ability and playing style appear ideally suited to life at the Etihad. But any potential move for the German wonderkid by Manchester City will have to wait based upon Fabrizio Romano's report. Although if Manchester City can secure the signing of Wirtz in the summer of 2025, it could well be worth the wait based on his exploits this season. Barcelona given huge transfer boost in pursuit of João Cancelo. Barcelona undertook several risky operations during the 2023 summer transfer window, including signing 2 players on loan during the final days. This included bringing in João Felix from Atletico Madrid and João Cancelo from Manchester City. The Catalans knew about the problems surrounding both players' apparent behavior and attitude, but did not have much choice with the squad crying out for replacements in attack and defense. However, neither player has been a nuisance for the club the entire season and have, to a large extent, solidified their place in the squad next season if Barca can reach an agreement with Atletico and City over some kind of deal, permanent or otherwise. And as per a report published by Mundo Deportivo, Barcelona have been handed a huge boost in their pursuit for one of the two. The report states that Manchester City have no intention of retaining the services of Cancelo after the season ends. They want him to leave the club by the end of the season either on loan or permanently. His agent, Jorge Mendes, met with Barcelona officials earlier this week for the Champions League and also met with the Manchester City board later. Barcelona have shown their interest in retaining the services of Cancelo and Felix, but do not have the budget to push for their permanent signings in the summer, with the prices quoted at 30 to 40 million euros and 80 euros million plus, respectively. As such, the Blaugranes have been considering another loan for the two, with a better salary split and the option of making both signings permanent at the end of the tenure. With City seemingly open to another loan for the Portuguese, Barca will be able to push to keep him at the club for another season, at least. And that's the final content of today's video. Like, subscribe to support City Insider.